I don't really know where to start when it comes to this episode. I don't really know where we can go into, how we can discuss this, because I feel like this topic of discussion was absolutely deplorable.
Yeah, look, I'm not trying to take the piss.
Why do you guys always say this? If you're gonna argue, come with proper facts. Don't.
Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hope you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram, Murad_Murali, and let's get into this video. Bkchat has returned for another particular episode. They took a little bit of a break, but in my opinion, I feel that their break should definitely have been longer. We have, them discussing a topic where if somebody comes in and, sees your current boyfriend or girlfriend watching a tape of their ex, what should you do in that situation? And I just really wanted to understand why this scenario and this topic was given to us. I feel like it was just a waste of my time to watch it. I want to be honest with you guys, I did not watch the entire episode. I just could not do it. I feel like it became a difficult task to do, and that's something that I'm just not on right now. Like, watching a show should not be a difficult task. It should be something that you enjoy. I also feel like with the current tornado, let's just say, of a Love Island kind of taking over, they should have really either A, taken a longer break and returned in mid-February, March, when Love Island ended, or B, moved the episodes to Saturday where Love Island really isn't aired and it's just like a wrap up of earlier episode. That's what they should have done, because Love Island is basically a massive competitor for shows and even online shows because it dominates everywhere and everything. So of course the views are going to be like I've noticed for this episode are considerably lower than before, and also the old Bkchat kind of reunion cast video didn't do that well as I expected. I thought it would do great. I thought it would even get up to 1 million, estimated what it could reach, but I felt like the episode was pretty good anyway. Now, I just don't understand why we were talking about this. I don't even know how to get into this. Again, Riva was there. I'm glad that Riva has returned for an episode, but I'm irritated that Riva was used for this type of topic, because we hardly see Riva when it comes to episodes because she's quite busy, she's exclaimed. So when we do see her, I'd like to have seen her with good, intelligent kind of conversational matters, not about stuff like this. And I feel like even you can tell that she was fed up with half the stuff that people around her were saying. She was quite irritated, like when Yasmin was saying, if it was a new thing and I'll go and find the girl, and Riva's like, you're not going to find the girl. Like, shut up, you're not going to go find the girl and put yourself in violence, put yourself in a situation that's dangerous for you. Stuff like this, Riva was looking at people like just fed up, and I could understand where she's coming from. Again, I feel like with this topic you can't really play or review with much, but Riva was bringing in, and Shay as well, but more so Riva, they were kind of doing a bit of a tag team, which I like, but this whole notion of emotional kind of security, emotional stance, like of course you would be upset seeing your current boyfriend or girlfriend watching a video with their ex because they've had that emotional relation before, and that in itself will get everybody mad, and clearly they could be missing something, and clearly they could be upset about something, and clearly they want that perhaps kind of feeling and sensation back as people, as individuals. So I'm glad that she brought up that emotional kind of attachment that people have gained, and that they don't really detach from them when they move on to other relationships. They're still probably attached to them, which can be a problem for you as a person watching that. I don't think anybody should be hitting anybody point blank, period. I feel like everybody is a grown adult. Yes, everybody gets into their emotions, and yes, people can get very aggressive with their emotions as well. But at the same time, nobody should be hitting anybody. Nobody should be smashing somebody's phone either. That's what Mark has said, that he would smash the girl's phone. Either he was joking, I would say, or I don't know. But I just feel like even smashing somebody's phone, taking it out of somebody's hand and then smashing it is a form of an aggressive kind of act that would lead to something that's not really necessary. I just feel like don't stoop that low. Like, of course, if I walked in and I saw that, I'd be like, okay, cool, this is what I've seen, and I'd like to have a conversation with you because of X, Y, Z, because I want to know where your head is at, why you're doing this. I get it. If somebody's watching something when it comes to old content, you're going to be upset because that person evidently is missing something, because why are they watching it? Then Mark was coming from a different perspective, talking about how you should, I like to keep a catalogue of things to know that I've beat these people, I've done all this. And I'm like, okay, cool. Some people have this kind of, alpha male in them, but it's like, how old are you? We need to know, because I don't think many people in their late 20s and 30s really have this kind of gratification from having all of this in their catalogue, especially if you're in a relationship. That all needs to go, because if that is something that's very important to you, that can be a form of compromising. You're putting that away for the sake of the relationship. You're putting effort into it. And if you have a catalogue of stuff on your phone, of X stuff that you've had XYZ stuff of that you occasionally look back at, that can be a disrespect not only to your relationship partner but to yourself as well, only that you just don't know it. And I genuinely feel like Shay probably spoke the most sense. DC, I don't know what he was saying half the time. I was actually quite shocked in this episode. I don't know what he was saying. I was just very bemused. Very bemused about the entire situation. And I feel like Reba again was shining through, and I feel like it's very hard to shine through with topics like this. This review isn't going to be that long because you clearly tell that I'm fed up with this entire episode. I feel like the episode was boring. I feel like the topic was boring. Come back with better topics, please. Better arguments, better conversations. You had, you know, quite a few here and there, but I genuinely just feel like it was a lot, and we didn't need to hear all of that. And I feel like a lot of talk was taking place. And then B Money was saying that he wouldn't care about the video. He would just tell her, you know, let's go make a better one. Some people are carefree like that. You'd be surprised, but some people actually are a bit carefree where these things don't matter to them as much. They're not that emotional. But I think deep down it would make you think twice. It will make everyone think twice. So I don't think you can be that calm about it. But some people wouldn't have much of a stronger reaction to it than some would expect. But you definitely should not be clapping anybody, should be hitting anybody, and definitely shouldn't be smashing anybody's phone out of anybody's hand, because that in itself is an act that should not be taking place in any relationship. You just talk to people, converse with them, but of course it's way easier said than done when emotions are in place. When attachments are in place, when love is in place, everything is far more difficult. So of course what I'm saying right now is easier said than done. Let me know your thoughts on when it comes to this video. Let me know your thoughts on when it comes to this video. Subscribe. Head over to my Instagram, Morali. This episode was an absolute mess. Clean up on aisle 3, 4, 5 and 6, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.